All right, yeah. Round 3. Here we go.
Ding, ding, ding.
We're a little happier now, huh?
Oh yeah, much better moods.
We had some pizza. That was good. We had some pizza in us.
Took it down a notch.
Took it down a notch. Had some water. Probably not enough.
Fish fucking it, so try not to have too much of it.
What does fish fucking it mean?
Fish fuck in water.
Oh, they said we were fish fucking it.
That's what it sounded like.
And I don't even know what that means. Is that,
Fish fucking it.
I know you're younger than us. Is this some new hip slang?
No, I think it's something I heard in an episode of Archer.
Okay.
Why you always drink booze instead of water.
So we got a beer in collaboration with the brewery. This is Raspberry Sunday Ale brewed with lactose, cocoa, vanilla, and raspberry. The brewery's out of
Placentia, California.
and if anyone knows the brewery, you know they make damn fucking good beers. You had any brewery beers?
Mm-mm.
Really? They make
This will be my first, which is a terrible way to start, probably.
Probably.
It's like Raspberry Sunday Ale. That's like not a probably good measure of what they do.
According to the website, it's together we're brewing a riff on the flavors of the classic raspberry ice cream sundae. The beer features raspberry, cocoa, vanilla, in addition to lactose. It adds a richness and a sweetness, helping to blend and meld the flavors of this ultra-complex beer together. It's been a true pleasure to work with the artists at the brewery, using ingredients and techniques outside of our normal wheelhouse. And this is 8%, man. Jesus.
Brewery usually makes I think some sours, some farmhouses. Their website actually has they weren't really making IPAs. But look at their website. They started making IPAs for the brewery only. I know. Trying to talk about the brewery and then their brewery.
Such
is
an asshole name.
I know. It's like we're just gonna fuck with people.
They're like the band.
Have you tried
One
the brewery?
One of my favorite bands, the band.
There's a band called the Band.
The band.
Yes.
Yeah. It was used. That's why they went with the band. I think they tried to go with the Honkies.
Oh, wow.
And the label said no, so they're like, all right, we're the band. Because it used to be Bob Dylan and the band. They were Bob Dylan's and Ronnie Hawkins' backing band. So they've always together been the band. So-and-so and the band.
And they had one of the most famous concert documentaries of all time.
Yeah, The Last Waltz. Martin
Waltz,
Scorsese. Oh, you bitch. Dude, watch that nonsense.
All right, I'll watch it.
And they have some famous songs, too.
Very famous songs.
All right, so Raspberry Sunday, lactose, cocoa, vanilla, and raspberry. It's like
amberish.
Yeah, it's amberish. Oh, it was kind of desserty, I guess. Head retention.
Get that cider, a little bit of haze.
A little bit of haze, just light haze, yeah.
Unfiltered. I'm already seeing the silt form in the bottom of the glass, which is nice to see.
Wow, looking from the bottom, it's definitely has some.
Yeah.
Anyway, good
Yeah,
nose.
there's all the fish food floating around there. Good stuff.
Good nose. I was really hoping for more.
Yeah, it's not really giving there's definitely the warm maltiness.
You get a little bit of almost a funky sweetness.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not what I would call.
Not super desserty. Really.
I get a raspberry. I get it's a sweetness. I get that spiciness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Definitely,
but you get the tartness of the raspberry more than anything.
Yeah, there's definitely that red raspberry, very tart. It's kind of overbearing.
Yeah, it's sort of almost chemical in nature.
Yeah.
I am getting a little of the cocoa now.
I'm not getting any lactose though.
I don't know if that's like a placebo type effect. A confirmation bias, they said cocoa, I need to look for it.
Do you want to give a taste on it?
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Oh, it's better than nose.
That is quite pleasant.
It's way better than nose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nose left so much to be desired.
You get a lot of the chocolate there. You
A
get
lot of cocoa. Hershey's syrup. Not just regular ass chocolate, Hershey's.
Yeah,
syrup.
I think that's that lactose in there too.
Yeah, because you're getting that almost chalkiness.
yeah.
On the
But it's
back end
it is like a raspberry sundae. You're getting the tartness from the raspberry, but you're getting the sweetness from the raspberry as well. But then you're also getting the sweetness from the lactose, the chocolate.
Yeah.
This is
It's shocking.
I was expecting.
I thought this was the first real dud. I was like, God
Yeah,
damn.
having this as the opener is almost kind of fucked up now because it's it definitely deserves a lot more respect than I think we initially had with it. I don't know, something about the raspberry. I'm just raspberry Sunday. I'm like, all right, this soft ass beer. Bro, I'm from Lowell. All right.
This bitch ass beer that's also 8%.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that
Sorry,
alcohol
yes.
on there.
No.
No, there's no alcohol.
This is definitely like a good, like, this is definitely a good, like, this is, I think, maybe a little bit more.
Even
It would
look,
be
at,
like
look
a
at the
good-
lacing though. It's almost like crystally.
After dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, it tastes like one of those, like, chocolate covered raspberries.
It does taste like one of those chocolate ice covered raspberries.
With a little bit of the alcohol. Like, the, like, you get the little booze in it.
Yeah,
like
the
liquor
drunk
in 'em.
ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting almost
Yeah.
like almost like a milk chocolate in there. It's really nice.
Yeah, good on these guys. Good on the
And
brewery.
The lactose was definitely a nice addition to this. Like, I don't feel like they needed it for what they were going for, but adding it in was. Now that I'm getting it, like, it's the first one I read the description, I was like, why are they throwing that in there? There's no need for that shit.
Yeah, but
And now I get what they're
feel
going for.
especially in the that chocolate with that lactose really gives it almost like a nice like a milky. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. This is. Wow. I feel like I kind of want to save the rest of this for, like, the end of it to kind of, like.
Compare it.
Save it warms up a little bit, and
Yeah.
what else it does.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
This
Considering
is gonna be the first I don't finish in the taster.
every round I have more and more left.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Are your pores getting longer, or
I'm actually taking
are you
advantage
just
of
is,
pouring
is
beer
your
boards.
sack just going dwindling away? I don't know what's happening there.
It helps me to taste them later when I have after they've warmed up a little bit and give a fair representation.
Sure thing, Mike.
Bitch.
You're doing the same thing, Sean.
But but I made an excuse.
He did. He planted the seed nice and early. There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever. Yeah, I'm wondering about it. You just came out of nowhere like, oh yeah, look at how much I have left.
But I've been doing it more and more because
Now I'm finishing mine because you guys are just killing me.
Stop being such a pussy, Reed. Yeah.
That is not hard to do because it does not taste like an 8% beer
No, but
whatsoever.
But it is an 8% beer.
I know. I'm gonna pay for it later. But not my problem.
Reed's out there, look how big my dick is. Look at this.
I'm checking out
I'm
of this
half
hotel,
black.
folks. I'm checking out of this hotel, and I left shit all over the walls. It's
Yikes.
happening.
Wow.
Yeah, and no tip.
Next, we have something from the Garage Project in New Zealand. I've never had anything from the Garage
Me
Project.
Never heard of it.
This is their Camp Out Porter.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I love me a good dark beer. I love me a dark honey because it's got honey in it.
The
Yeah.
porter with honey.
Honey and vanilla.
7% for fucking. Camp Out Porter makes you think it's almost sessionable.
Yeah, you think like, yeah, he just rock climbed all day. He's got to do it tomorrow, and
Yeah.
he's gotta camp out the next day.
Yeah, this is I rock climb today. I'm falling off the mountain tomorrow.
I fell off the mountain, and I want the pain to go away.
Do you want to read the description?
Sure. It says we're playing off the camping theme of beer camp with a beer we're calling Camp Out Porter, which evokes the flavors of marshmallows toasted over open fire.
Oh, fair enough.
The beer features special ingredients such as malt smoked over manuka wood, a tree native to New Zealand, and manuka honey. Additionally, it contains beechwood honey from California and Tahitian vanilla beans to reflect the sweet and roasted notes we were looking for in this collaboration.
Interesting.
Lots of New Zealand going on in this.
Yeah, which I think is a nice touch for our.
Where's the
American
galaxy?
sentinels. I hate you.
Well, actually, that's Australia. I probably just have a bunch of people in fucking Australia and New Zealand hating me right now.
Oi! We not fucking Kiwis, mate.
Well, see if these beers are good.
This is the first beer I've had so far that has any lingering head.
Yeah.
Mine kind of didn't. I wonder if it's because I had that first pour. Mine's also more coppery than yours. Oh, no, yours is still. This is definitely, yeah, now I have some head. Now that I did a little bit of agitation. And it's definitely more of a, you can see like the ruby red.
Yeah.
Like I can see the glass through. I mean, I can see the.
It's sort of like a dark amber.
Yeah.
It's like something you see in Jurassic Park when they're trying to get the fucking dino DNA.
But
That's
DNA.
That's more orange.
Shut up.
Oh, let's have it out.
But if you hold up the light though, you get that almost that nice like ruby amber sort of deal.
Yeah, I don't know. It's almost opaque, but it might be just like they turned the dimmer way down on this. So like I don't know. I can't give a good number for where it sits
Yeah.
in the level 1 scale, but it's definitely pretty dark. It's definitely pretty dark.
Should we get a nose?
So, I thought it was like a marshmallow. Sweet.
I'm getting smokiness. Getting more smokiness than anything.
Yeah, there's definitely some smoke.
You're not getting that like marshmallow sweetness.
No, not really.
I'm definitely thinking of a camp though.
Yeah, I'm getting that. It reminds me of. Well, it reminds me of Burial's Tin Cup Stout.
Do you like
this is like Rausch beer, like
maybe
very
a
like
smoky.
smoked malts.
do you like marshmallows?
Yeah, I love
I
marshmallows.
fucking hate them, so the nose is really prominent to me.
Again, he hates things people
Good
like.
lord. I was in between that.
I wasn't even sure where that was going. You like marshmallows?
Oh, man.
Yeah, why? Fucking hate them.
It's like, hey,
Fucking terrible.
here, hit the softball, and then he just fucking fast pitches over. Like, Jesus.
Nails me in the nuts with it.
Because I don't like it, I'm getting it real strong, I think.
That sounds about right.
You know, like there's certain things where like coffee's really strong because I'm not a big fan of coffee.
Oh,
Hey, you getting a lot of gender into this?
no, I like it too much. I like it too much to get any gender in it.
That's fair. That's my last name in case anyone didn't know.
No, it's cocksucker, but we call it gender.
My middle name. How do you say cocksucker in French?
Cocksucker. With a cigarette hanging out of your mouth loosely in the corner.
All right, let's get a sip. Let's see if the smoke translates.
I'm betting it will. In a
Cheers,
Chipotle
ladies.
way.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's extremely sweet. But I'm sort of getting like a weird chemical finish. Are you getting that?
Smoke is just spilling into my mouth right now.
Really?
And I'm getting smoky and more of the honey than the vanilla. I'm getting more like smoke and honey.
Yeah, I'm not really getting any of the vanilla.
No. The smoke and honey it's interesting. You get all that smoke up front, and then the honey just kind of comes in at the back end.
I'm not getting much smoke.
You getting all that marshmallow?
No, I'm getting weird, like almost a very chemical kind of a finish.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Like, and I've had Rausch beers with you even recently. I'm not getting that in this at all.
Yeah, I'm getting that, like, it's definitely smoked malts.
I'm definitely getting a little bit.
Flash.
I'm getting a little bit like a dark malt character. I'm not getting like that Rausch beer character though. I don't know if it's just something. Maybe I didn't rinse it out good enough.
Should we try yours? Do you
I
want
guess,
to
try
have
it.
Reader I try it? Take a sip of yours. Take a sip of his. See what if you're getting the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting the lingering smoke from mine, but I'm not sure if...
Yours tastes.
I'm not sure what I'm getting on yours.
Do you want to taste mine?
No, I'm good.
It's like we're all making out here.
By the end of the next video, we will be.
Oh, that's the goal, right? That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Tons of smoke. Like, I'm definitely getting the camp out. Like, we totally misinterpreted what they were saying by camp out. Like, it was like one of those Miller fucking...
Well, he
one
did
of
say
those
smoked
Michelob
over-
Ultra commercials,
yeah.
so. Like, yeah, we just did CrossFit.
I'm definitely
That did not happen. It was just like, no, the campfire is blowing right in your face. But it's good, because that's what you do it once a year for.
I'm getting more vanilla on
CrossFit
the
or
nose
campfire?
now, though.
Fuck CrossFit.
I'm getting more vanilla. Do you get that on the nose?
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
getting,
not-
I'm not getting anything Rausch at all.
I'm getting smoky and I'm getting honey, smoky honey. I'm not really getting vanilla.
I'm getting vanilla on the nose, and on the mouth, I'm getting like sweet and then really chemically unpleasant finish.
I don't know, man.
Really? I'm not getting chemical. I'm not
I
getting
am.
like a chemical unpleasantness. I'm getting like an ashy, like
I'm not getting ashy at all. I'm getting like
a very
Sweet. I'm
smoky,
getting an ashy, yeah.
wet
Tobacco.
fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a suffocating fire. Like that's what I'm getting. It's just like a lot of smoke.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm drinking.
Leather, some leather.
Let me see your son. Fuck it. I'm lick the whole glass first.
We're all friends here.
With benefits.
Yeah.
That's a contract. You all heard it. You all witnessed it.
I'm getting a small amount of smokiness from
Really? It's
Yeah.
a small amount? Fucking Christ. I'm getting smoked out. Like it's a brush fire. It's very
Oh,
it's
wow,
like
I'm not getting
Did you take
it
a
at
sip?
all. I guess I didn't. Yeah, fair enough.
take a sip.
I backwashed.
Enjoy that buffalo pizza in there.
I'm getting like weird chemical finish.
All right, it's your palate then.
Oh, God, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So this next one
Good
is
segue into this one.
yeah by 8.5% for this sucker. Brewery that I'm sure pretty much everyone knows is Fuller's Brewing in London. They're from since 1845. London's pride.
If you haven't had Fuller's ESB,
Yeah,
changed your
ESB.
life.
Yep.
One of my favorite ESBs.
I was actually shocked when I realized that they did a collab. I was like, really? Fuller's like they're just
it
so like
seems like-
they're like the Budweiser of London. Like you go there and no one wants to drink fucking Fuller's.
They're that like really mean headmaster. It's like doesn't have time for your crap.
Exactly.
Certainly not a collab.
It says we're calling our beer camp collection an Atlantic Vintage Ale, which combines elements from Fuller's robust vintage ales with some American-style hopping techniques. We use plums in the brew to complement Fuller's naturally fruity yeast strain, and we're bottle conditioning the beer for added longevity. Longevity, my bad.
Longevity.
Yeah, I've been drinking.
That's that chemical
Have you?
aftertaste.
The beer should age well in the bottle for years to come. Drink it now or stash some away to revisit in the future.
Yeah, this is definitely like looking at it off the bat. Like, there's not a lot of haze and stuff to it. There's like good beating with the carbonation. This is definitely a beer you can let sit for a while. The head is fairly strong considering the the high gravity nature of an 8.5% ABV beer.
This looks a little bit like some of the hair of the dog beers I've had that are super high gravity.
Yeah, that's well, you're gonna need some hair of the dog tomorrow probably after drinking this one because this is one of those bad motherfuckers that doesn't let you know it's a bad motherfucker until it's right about to go down. It looks pretty mellow and reserved.
It's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, yeah. It's like he's like, hey, my Girl Scout troop's selling cookies.
We
I'll
have-
fucking stab you.
Well, I was gonna go with, hey, there's plums in me. It's gonna be nice and fruity.
Come fuck
Get a
yourself.
nose on that one. I got one by accident.
Did you? Oh, you just dug it in there?
I did it on purpose.
Oh,
but
wow.
Now I'm saying this is an accident.
Ooh,
That smells boozy.
Yeah,
that
it
smells boozy.
smells
Which is
really nice
weird
though.
because I'm getting like one of the better heads that I've seen in all the beers. Like it doesn't, there's not a lot of attention to it, but it's like it's really clinging to the glass and it's beading. Like the beads are really stacked.
Yeah.
You know, which is weird in a high alcohol beer. Which 8.5 is not huge, but
It's actually nice watching the head build.
A lot of
When you
fruit.
move the head-
A
when you
lot of
move
stone, like a stone fruity.
yeah, passion fruit,
it. Get a,
definitely
little
the
bit,
plum,
a slight amount of funkiness almost.
I was,
a
yeah.
little bit of funk.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm getting
Almost got
actually.
like a sour funk.
Well,
Yeah, for
actually,
sure.
well, they're using. It says they're using Fuller's naturally fruity yeast strain, which is interesting.
It doesn't really describe what the strain like.
But I would
what's
expect it wouldn't be
indicative.
it wouldn't be a funky strain. I would assume because
If, it,
Yeah.
if it's if oh my god if they're saying natural, are they saying that it's wild?
I don't think so. No,
I
they
don't
would.
know.
No, they would say wild if I think it.
People advertise the fuck out of the fact of like wild yeast strains.
There's no way Fuller's would have a wild yeast strain. Like, why would they need it?
Why not?
What would they use it for? London Pride?
Just fucking
ESP?
around.
Yeah,
I
maybe,
mean, I don't know.
yes.
It's like 2017. Why not?
Because I'm definitely getting almost a slight sour funkiness out of this, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely a sour.
I get that, like, yeah, that funkiness, but I'm just curious where it's coming from.
Now, do you think it's from the plums? I don't really eat plums, so I'm not really.
Possibly.
Yeah, it could be from the plums. Like, because so there's like there's two types of fucking plums. There's that asshole plum that feels like it's nice and ripe and it's gonna give you a nice rounded balanced flavor, but then you just bite into it, it's tart as fuck.
Yeah,
There's one of those asshole plums. I'm getting a little bit of that asshole plum there.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, I'm all soft, take a bite.
Smells like asshole plum.
The only time a plum I ever had
what I
was,
have in my
was like
asshole
that.
right now.
So, and I was not impressed.
Yeah, you gotta have like a nice ripe plum. This is not a nice ripe plum. It's like one of those asshole plums.
But I am getting almost like generic sugary fruitiness a little bit in
Yep.
there as well. I actually I'm not angry about this. It smells pretty nice.
No, it does smell really good, and like it's a beautiful looking beer. So,
So it's
Cheers.
salud.
it's almost not as exciting as the nose.
Caramel.
Oh, it's a caramel
No.
breakfast cereal, like hot breakfast cereal.
Yeah. Grainy.
Does not taste 8.5. I thought this would be like a lot more alcoholic just by the presentation of it. Like it seemed like one of those beers that have like a pretty good alcohol, like flavor profile to it, and it's actually pretty reserved.
Yeah. I guess
Which
I
isn't a bad thing, you know. You don't want too much alcohol.
No, but like this you know
It feels like-
this 8.5%. You know this will fucking knock you in your ass.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like it's almost it's sort of caramelly but almost subdued. It's not like super sweet.
Right.
You know, like you're not getting a lot of bitterness, and it says here
A little bit of bitter on the finish, but it's not like it's not.
not American style hopping.
Yeah, it's almost negligible. Well, even for like English bitters, you know what I mean. Like it's not
It's enough bitterness to almost give it a slightly dry finish. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. almost that back end drying.
Yeah,
I
it definitely
feel-
wraps up quick. It's just like boom, that bitterness kind of. You know, it's weird. I'm getting more vanilla in this than the last one.
I was gonna say vanilla, but I'm definitely getting that definitely getting like a sweet fruitiness. I don't know if I'm getting vanilla though.
Yeah, I'm getting. It's almost like a little bit of caramel into almost like a quick fruitiness, then to a subtle bitter, and it's gone.
Yep,
And
that's
it's-
exactly what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bitterness really, and that's one of those things that I'm seeing more and more with some of these like more complex, design beers, where it's like they use the bitterness as a, as the like, all right, we're done, like fin.
Yeah, but
Just kind of like what you go from something that's very, floral. Or super juicy and stuff like that. And then that bitter comes in, and it just washes your palate
Yep.
ready for the next thing. I think that's so great about newer beers.
these brewers kind of was really interesting ways to.
Fuck,
to
they're
craft their beer.
artists, and this is actually a really good beer. But again, the delivery, how they presented it, I feel like it's kind of missing the mark of how they painted the picture of it. Maybe that's a function of how again, this is probably a beer that they're doing short pours when they're tasting it, and kind of like they have their intentions, and we're drinking it after a period of time.
Yeah. They tried these in mid-April or late April.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
having
And
them there.
with bottle conditioning, you always have like effects of light and refrigeration, then to sitting in warm area, then refrigeration. So
For sure, because I bought these on the floor, at
Right.
and then I brought them to Sean's. They're mostly out.
They were all sitting, except for the IPAs, on the floor up until a couple days
and again, that's what's supposed to be indicative of the stock. Because if you go to an old English ale house or something like that, or like
Yeah,
an
they're gonna
English
be-
pub,
They're gonna be room temperature.
They're gonna be fucking gross. It's gross the way they treat their beer, but they brew their beer with that in mind.
Yeah, yeah.
They're offsetting that already, and this is actually a really good beer.
My favorite so far, my favorite in this round has been the Atlantic, then the raspberry, and then the Camp Out Porter.
Yeah, I think it might be in the same order, but the Camp Out Porter was pretty good, so it might be a close second to the first one, though. Like, I think the Atlantic is probably number one. The Camp Out's almost tied. They're just too different for me because I got a lot of the smoke, so I can't really compare the two. I think the raspberry's third just by virtue of the fact that it was weird.
I'd go Camp Out vintage raspberry.
Interesting,
Not far
really.
off there.
I like the Camp Out.
Wow.
I like a good smoked beer.
I don't. Get
I know,
that
I know.
wrong.
It's so
And
weird.
It's so weird
Yeah,
because
it's
we had our roast beer really recently together, and we were pretty much right in the same boat on the whole way through it.
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm not getting. I thought like a full neck and head above. It was the Atlantic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that I thought it was the greatest beer in the world. It's just.
Contextually, it was a standout.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting. It wasn't what I expected it to be, especially based on the nose.
Right.
But the more I was sipping on it, the more I was enjoying what the character did have.
Yeah, I've already drained my cup, and it's like as it just kind of sits in your mouth, like whatever the situation is before you go to the next beer, it's definitely showing a lot more than when you're actually drinking it, which is something special for beer to do, anyways. It's what it should deliver.
Interesting. Okay.
You guys know which ones we all liked individually. Let us know in the comments which one was your favorite out of these three. Wow. Let us just recover for a second. Yeah, nerdsense.net. Please don't forget to check out part 4. If you're still with us here,
God
if you're
bless
still
you.
with us, yeah, God bless you. Then you might as well come back for 4.
Yeah.
You might as well because
We've
you
already
can
done
only
it.
imagine if we're here.
I hope you're having as much fun as we are. We're having a fun time here.
Where are we gonna go from here? Or play the backwards game. Watch from 4 because
Where do we go from here?
I should release them in backwards order because it'd be funnier. People would probably stay more. I bet if they
What
watch.
are
I
you
bet if they watch.
shitheads?
I bet if you guys watch the first part, you're probably like, "This is so boring. I'm just gonna go to part 2." Anyways, yeah, I just rambled.
Backwards order.
Nerdsense.net. And from there, you get all of our other social media places. And I'm Sean.
And I'm Mike.
And I'm Reed.
And this is Nerdsense Drinks.